Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Nifty move. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try to protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive line.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That will cost him.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. They're going deep for Hill.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who simply tried to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Young to throw it.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Set.
Young to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Panthers had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Ready? Let's go. 10 black. Cut.
Here is Young. This is caught by McMillan.
That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Green Jack. 52 blue. Set, cut.
Again, it's Young. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill. 50. Red. 30. Cut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 3.
Ready. 45. White. Smash. Red.
Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
That's another Carolina Panther.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this
this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Ready?
They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Young. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
50, green. Go red. Blue striker.
Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
On the double. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Okay, now, Will, 52. Will, 32. Trouble, 38. Ready?
Young will set to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has it inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's going to launch it for Washington. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Jason
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, some strong running. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Starting the second half of the run by McCaffrey. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
50, green. Set.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Red. Yellow, 22. White. 6, mega. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go. 32. Set.
Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go now. Red, yellow, black, smash, red. Claude red. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. To the left side, he's got Sanders. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Turn his TV off.
Ready.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a quick possession game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Up the middle, Achane. And a loose football. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, we're teetering right there on the brink on that.
27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Shifts by him. Still fighting for more. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Achane on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
Young off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Black 40. Hut, hut.
3rd down, Young from the gun. We'll get this out wide here, McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air once more, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Yellow, 43.
Here's Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, red, 10 black, black ultra. Ready, ready.
Young to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Miami.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now back to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Dolphins are lining up.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
22. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10. And they're on 27-yard line.
On the ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, the Harden defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now here's Young. And he fires one incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Trail green. Trail yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Davis-Price gets this one out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. How about the example right here?
They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gordon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down, goal to go. Back to throw. incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Panthers are going to win the football game.
Yellow.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous.